Good day, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Opinions with Olayemi. My name is Olayemi Akande. The topic we're going to be discussing today is why do people live above their means? I'm sure a lot of people will have a lot of reasons for doing this. They don't even believe they live above their means anyway. They just feel like it's something they need to do. So joining me today again is Lolade Oyeyiga. Welcome, Lolade.
Thank you.
Again, you're here on the show.
I'm here again. I think it's an interesting show. So
I just like your voice.
It's an interesting show. Or maybe I do good justice to
topics given to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so in your own view, what do you think? Why do you think people live above their means? Or maybe we should define what it means to live above your means?
Yeah, I think I'll start with trying to define living above your means. When you do, how will I put it? When you do something or when you have something that you cannot maintain, when you call for excessive spending, I see it as living beyond your means. When you can afford something and you do it, I don't see that as living beyond your means. But when you cannot afford it and you take it to and you high what you know you cannot afford. You want to have what you cannot afford. You want to be who you are not. You are living beyond your means. You can only afford a B2 car and you want to buy a Pajero. You're living.
That's aspiration. I think actually buying.
Okay, buying. You can only afford to drive a B2. You have a B2. You know that's what you're driving, and aspiring. You're not striving. You are striving to get what you know you cannot afford. At the end of the day, you get it. How have you gotten it? How did you make up money to get it? Your means of making up money to get that thing is actually living beyond your means. I can buy a 2,500 naira jeans. I have bought one. I see you wearing a 6K jeans and I still want it, regardless of if I can afford it or I cannot afford it. And I go out of my way, out of all odds, and I get it. My getting it to wear a 6K jeans instead of a 2.5 jeans, I've lived beyond my means. Because my means is affording doing or having what I can afford. Now having what I cannot afford, I have gone beyond all limits because I want to meet up that of which I want. So it's excessive. As far as I'm concerned, for you to have that kind of urge, that means it's either you have valuated yourself beyond expected. When you have an inflated valuation about yourself, you feel that I'm more than what I am. My friends know that I am what. My friends know I can go to UK, I can travel, I can spend 500,000 on myself every vacation, and I won't even blink. And you know the source at which you get that 500,000 is not easy for you. So why are you doing it? You want to impress the people that does not even see you, that will not even see that you exist. You want to do something that will make people look at you and say, yeah, you've arrived. Why do you want to arrive in the face of people that does not even see you? Either you are there or you are not there. Because you want to be noticed. You want people to see you. You want people to see you in the light of, I am a big boy, I'm a big guy, I can afford this. Why are you living an inflated life?
I think it's basically a case of cutting your coat according to
your size.
No, your size.
According to your purse.
According to your material. Because
according to your purse.
Exactly.
What you have in your pocket.
Things. But a lot of people believe they are cutting their coats according to their size. So I'm this tall. My material. I'm just
illustration.
Yeah.
So an illustration.
Tall. So whatever I'm going to wear must be this long. Meanwhile, the material you have cannot sew that,
And at times, peer pressure affects people that live beyond their means. My friend just bought a limousine. I am still driving a Honda Accord. And they will strive so hard. There are a lot of responsibilities or there are a lot of things they need to use money for. They would, dump those things, ignore those things, and then use money. Maybe they have their children's school fees to pay. and they feel, oh, I just need to buy that limousine. My friend that we went to the same secondary school together, university together, we served together, she's driving a limousine and I'm still driving a Honda Accord. I need to buy. So they forfeit all their responsibilities because they just want to buy that limousine. They won't pay school fees, they won't pay house rent, they won't give their wives money, wives won't take care of the house. They have so much responsibilities that are far more important than the limousine, but they go out of their way and go for the limousine. You are going beyond your means because some other things will suffer it. In short, when you do something and those things you suffer, other things suffer for what you want to do or what you have just done, you have gone beyond your means. In as much as those things are flamboyances, you want to live a flamboyant life when you know you cannot afford one. You want to impress the people that does not see that you exist, all because you want to live a flamboyant life. You've as far as I'm concerned, you've gone beyond your means.
You see some ladies, they have to buy a should be for ex-friend, a should be for B-friend. They need to buy this shoe with the bright to the office, so they need to buy the purple color, the green color, because people know them as fashion. Fashion icons. So they want to live up to that standard that they believe people put them, right? So they go out borrowing. And that's another point. Some people actually live above their means because they have this false sense of availability of money. They believe there's a source from where they can borrow, so they see that as, kind of source of money. So
especially bankers. Especially bankers. I'm a banker. Especially, I'm not saying all bankers, but especially bankers. When you feel that you have availability of funds, I can borrow money from here, and you ask yourself, or let's ask ourselves, what do we use those monies for? Some people want to travel. I want to take my family to Texas, and you know that you don't have that money. Why not just be simple and until I save? Vacation is supposed to be a thing of leisure. It's not supposed to be a leisure debt. A leisure after debt, or funded by debt. That's the word. It's not supposed to be a leisure funded by debt. It's supposed to be a thing of leisure, a savings, a leisure funded by savings, not funded by debt. And they live in debt because they want to go on vacation. They live in debt because they want to wear designer shoes and designer bags, shoes, suits. And at the end of the day, you now keep paying debts and debts and debts and debts. If you are paying debts to set up a business, it's a different thing. If you are paying debt to, there are so many things you can count as investments that you can pay debts on. But why pay debts on flamboyant life? You want to travel with your family. You traveled last year. Some even travel twice a year.
Yeah, because they're used to it, so they keep up with it.
Because you want to. What do you want to impress?
People don't love it. Travel.
Because you want to impress people that don't even see that you exist. Your traveling does not make them. You want to live a fake life. You want to be there, up there when you are actually here. So why give yourself that kind of valuation when you know within yourself that you're here?
Yeah, then another thing is some people don't know, or rather a lot of these people, they don't know there's a difference between want and needs.
Exactly.
Pick for instance a couple that wants to get married. They believe they need to get a big oil. They need to invite 500 people. They need to wear expensive clothes for the occasion because it's just once a year.
And they use that slang they use that slang to satisfy their spendings.
Yeah.
So it's once in a year. Please enjoy yourself. So it's once in a year. It's once in a lifetime. Please enjoy yourself.
Runs into
millions.
3-4 millions. They don't have it. They don't mind. They'll borrow from here, borrow from there. Sell this, sell that. Let's just do it. Not forgetting the fact that the wedding is just a day. In fact,
less than 24 hours.
They spend so much money just for introduction in Nigeria, and they spent close to 2 million. They traveled out. They did the real wedding there, but they've not even rented an apartment. So after the wedding, they now started looking for money to rent an apartment, and I was like, okay.
They actually don't know the difference between the need and the want.
Exactly. So everybody has eaten, we've drank the champagnes and the drinks. Now you guys are left alone looking for us. I don't understand.
Because they want to impress the people that are not.
They feel, no, this is the caliber of people I move with. This is the level where I am. So
because they want to impress the people that they are not, they keep owing and owing, moving from one place to another, borrowing and borrowing. As far as I'm concerned, you're living a fake life. And if you live a fake life, you have the tendencies of living beyond your means. There are things that actually lead you to things actually lead to you living beyond your means.
Yeah.
When you live a fake life, when you are not contented. There are a lot of people that don't have self-content, and when you don't have a self-content, you live beyond your means.
Yeah.
When you want to live a fake life, or you're living a fake life, you live beyond your means. And then when you, what do they call, when you feel that when you are you are not, you claim to be A and you know you are Z, you continue to tell more lies, live more fake life, because you want people to know that you are A when you know that you are Z. Yeah. So why not be simple? Why not be focused? Why not take a step at a time? You know, a step at a time gets you closer to what you want to be or what you want to be. Instead of taking 4 steps at a time, and then you take 4 steps forward, you move back 10 steps. Because that's what living beyond your means actually calls for.
Another advice I'll give to people is for them to have self-confidence. When you're confident under your skin, your confidence with what you're wearing, your confidence with the decision you take. Whatever person or somebody or your neighbor feels about it, you won't. It won't bother you.
Yeah, you won't mind.
Whether they see you wearing 10 jeans or wearing 5 trousers, you won't bother whether you're traveling this summer or not. You won't bother that you want to do a wedding and you're inviting just 20 people. That doesn't matter to you. You know where you're going. You're focused. You're confident under your skin. But a lot of people, they are not confident. Their confidence is drawn from what people say. So, you know,
I think what affects people that live beyond their means mostly is that they can hardly differentiate between aspiration and reality. You know, they want to aspire to become somebody. They want to aspire to become a Dangote. It's nice, it's a dream, but they've forgotten that be realistic, be real about yourself, so that you can, you know, fulfill your inspirations. But unfortunately, because they are not real about themselves and they still want to aspire, they end up not fulfilling that inspiration. They find it very difficult to put a line in between aspiration and reality.
I agree. I agree. And I don't know if it's the Bible that says who goes a boring goes a soaring.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think when you're contented, it's a great game. Thank you, Lolani.
You're welcome.
Okay, back to our viewers. Thank you for listening to this episode. I'm sure you've listened to myself and Loladi Wiiga, and you probably have 1 or 2 points to add to this. Have you experienced this before? Do you know somebody or some people doing this? I'd like to read from you. After this video, please drop your comments or tweet at me at Olasazi. My website remains www.olasazi.com. Thank you once more for viewing, and please remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you.